Good morning. It is Sunday. It is almost May. We're the 23rd of April. Welcome to the stream. I'm Raven of Chrysalis Studios. You guys probably know that because you're here. I'm going to wait a minute for people to start showing up. Today on the roster, we have a sneak peek of the face of the new performance horse sculpture that I'm working on, that I've been talking about and showing you little peeks of. You've seen his bum. You've seen... What did I show you last time? A peek of the other side of his bum. I like his bum. That's what I'm going to say. And I've shown you the top of the neck, a little bit of the eye, but now you get to see the full face, which might give away the breed if I haven't already given it away. So we'll see how that goes. And I have a Fine Bone China Juggernaut that just arrived in the studio from horsing around. So I'm going to show you that. And I didn't talk about him last week, so I'm going to talk about him a little bit this week. I need more coffee. My husband's bringing me a rescue coffee because I can't form words, which is awesome for a stream. So hopefully everybody's having an awesome Sunday. I know it's always a little challenging to try and fit things in, but I appreciate you being here. Hopefully the peaks are worth it. Let's see what we got going on in chat. We have Cindy. Cindy was the first this morning. Good morning, Cindy. We have Teresa. Good morning. She made it. Amy made it. Good morning. Marcia, good morning. Brenda, good morning. Andrea, good morning. We have a sexy leg. Oh, I did show you a sexy leg. That's what I showed you. Right now it has super, super chunky feet and chunky legs. So I'm going to whittle those down a little bit. But that should be fun. And then it's funny because Teresa had posted in the Ravers group on Facebook that we need more draft unicorns. And if you've been following along for the peaks, I might not have maybe put everything all together in one enough, but why is it showing me? Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna check stuff. There, it's still working. Okay, so that totally distracted me because the thing is really laggy today. But, yeah, if you have been following along with all the things, then you'll know that the Venti scale-ish sculpture, not good at scales, Venti-ish scale sculpture that I have working in the works for later release is a draft type unicorn. So I did give away little peeks here and there. I've shown a little bit of its face, and it might be getting confusing between the two kinds of resins that I'm working on. And they're both kind of gray, so it's hard to tell which one's which, but that's okay. What else do we got? Let's see. We have Zarina. Good morning, Zarina. Or it's probably not morning where you are. Holly. Hi, Holly. How's it going? Katie, good morning. It's always these same awesome people. We have awesome stuff. So we want all the chunky boys. I will be showing more of that sculpture later, but today you get the performance horse face peek. The performance horse is probably going to be the first one out of the gate. The Venti scale unicorn will follow afterwards. So we will see how that goes. If you've missed the peaks, I did post some independently on social media. So I will probably end up sending out an email because we'll be doing a sale on stuff coming up here soon, and we'll have scuttles available for public purchase again. So all of the ones that were ordered and pre-ordered are either paid for or people are doing time payments on. So that means after this week we're all caught up for what's been paid off. There's obviously still some time payments to roll in, but that means that anybody who didn't get a scuttle that wanted one and was waiting for me to open them up again, that time has arrived. So I'll send you an email with that and then some of the peaks, because then it's like kind of all in one place, and maybe post some of those ones that I missed from the stream, post them, because I know it's hard to, the streams can get kind of long, and sometimes I wait till the end to do the peaks, and yeah, I don't expect you guys to be here for every single stream. It's supposed to be a fun thing. But there are perks for coming to the stream. You get to see things first because then I forget to post it. Cool. So on that note, I didn't really get anything. I think I showed you guys these guys in the mail. This is Northwest Studios sticker that came in the mail. Chunky, creamy, drafty. There we go. It's like, stop! Needs the hand. So that's exciting. I will have probably a fun video on my collaboration for one of the stickers for sometime soon. We did some interesting videos on how it came about, so that will be fun. But I don't have those to show you today. In the sale coming up later, probably early next month, will be the glitter holographic Appaloosa stickers that I showed in a stream a while ago. All the secrets. And it has the most wicked glitter. See? I need an emergency coffee. I have a coffee, but I need another one because obviously I can't form sentences. Yeah, so that'll be a thing. There hasn't really been a lot of crazy stuff for Briar. They did a benefit auction for a Misty and Stormy that were a gold charm Pinto. I think it was just a gold charm version of the original Misty and Stormy that went up for auction. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I was half following along. I've been not really online at all. I've been trying to get a whole bunch of deadlines done and order things, and designs are being done, and sticker designs are being done, and collaborations are being done, and new sculptures are being worked on, biters going out the door, and scuttles are going out. It's crazy. So I have not been like, little things pop up or someone will send me something here or there. I'm like, oh, it's a thing. Into the space. It's gotten to the point where I've added even more lights into the studio. So I have 2 big grow lights with some hydroponic-y tomatoes, and I've got bok choy and basil and strawberries that are starting inside. So I'm starting a whole bunch of baby plants inside to go outside. And then I have a AeroGarden that I found secondhand that I've been wanting, and it has some flowers and some herbs and some things in it. So it should be fun. But I needed the natural light in here because my brain's like, I want to be outside. So that's the thing. Anyway, Marcia has a tracking number for Scuttle. Yay! And so the Teresa in the chat just said that they brought $10,000 that Misty and Stormy set, because I totally got sidetracked. Which is amazing. And I heard somewhere that there was a philanthropic, see, I can remember and say that. Anyway, philanthropic donor that was going to match it, I believe. At least one person was going to match it, which is really super cool. Glitter and hollow, all the good stuff in one. I agree. Let's see. Last I saw it was 10K. Wondering where it ended up. That's awesome. Let's see if I can find it. It's probably through their Facebook page, and then I will bring it up live for you guys. Oh, look, they come up right away. Yeah. They are on the Evil Bay. Let's flip it to ba-ba-da-ba. Alright, so they popped up on eBay. I'll just pull up the whole. So it was a fundraiser for the Beeb Ranch, and it did go for $12,875, which is pretty crazy. Emergency coffee! Hi, honey. Thank you. Oh, you even got me the big one. Yeah. I can't form words. I appreciate that. Yay! My husband's amazing. So these are the gold charm. I don't know if technically they can be called gold charm. I'm not very good at the vintage colors or being accurate with that sort of thing. So they were very, very cute. And it's amazing that Briar's doing something like that where they could be making the profit for themselves, but instead they're helping out an amazing cause. If you haven't heard, the Bee Branch is being sold. So they're trying to buy it for the, let me turn it back to here so I can see chat. Buy it for the museum so that they can kind of keep it and use it for museum type purposes. So people who go and their tourists can hang out there and learn more about Misty and Stormy. Let's see here. Let's see if I think there's a fundraiser. If if I'm not mistaken somewhere. If I can find it, there we go. So there is a GoFundMe for it. They've raised $131,000, almost 132. They need 625, and I'm sure Breyer's contribution will help. So it's for the Chincoteague Museum, chincoteaguemuseum.com. I like that I can touch my screen and make things a little bigger. So that'll give you a little bit of information about it. I can actually post that in the chat for anybody that is interested and looking for that later. There's the music that I'm playing right now, and I have no idea where I'm going. I need to learn to push the button that doesn't show all the things. Yay, Raven's husband! He saved me with coffee! So they've raised, the Chincoteague Museum page, they've raised over $325,000. Let's see if I can find that. Too many things on the go. Restream. Cool. Trying to post things in the chat because I know it's hard to follow all the things. Katie's working on custom sales pieces, semi-gloss Theo custom on the auction block. Ooh, that sounds delicious. Theo is lovely. Teresa, we visited Chincoteague last year to see the ponies. Hope they can save the ranch. I want to see the ponies. I would one day love to do that. And you can also go to, in Canada, on the other side of the country, there's the Sable Island ponies. And I want to go see them, but you have to go by invitation only. So you have to apply, and it's a special application. And if you're an artist, sometimes it's a little easier to get there because then you spread the word about whatever. So maybe I can go and sculpt one of them. It'd be kind of fun. Do you guys want to see a Sable Island pony? That'd be kind of cool. I really want to sculpt Surfer Dude, because Surfer Dude and Chincoteague ponies and Misty and Stormy and one day, maybe. I wanted to show you guys what's up next. So Breyer did that. So other than that, on the Breyer front, it's been kind of quiet. They closed their VIP tickets. If I missed anything else, there's a Breyer canopy project for Earth Day. Oh, this was interesting. So dun, 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 dun. Let's see if I can show you. They are doing new packaging for Breyer Fest. So let me know what you think about this. They've decided to go eco. It is paper wrapping with honeycomb fluff wrapping around the pony. The pony is still wrapped in plastic, but it does save a whole bunch of bubble wrap and then the external wrapping of plastic, because normally they would have 2 layers of plastic and then a whole bunch of bubble wrap, and so they're kind of cutting down on that. It'll be interesting to see if that keeps the models as safe as the bubble wrap. I kind of like their really soft bubble wrap, and I know the hobby's really good about reusing things, so it's not like we're generating a whole bunch of plastic garbage. I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are, because I'm a little torn. I like that they're doing that, and it does generate a lot of new bubble wrap every year, but we're always needing bubble wrap and trying to scrounge it from other people and sending it off. I don't know. I go through a lot of bubble wrap. All right. So I did not last week talk about, and I'll bring this over here so I can see it. I did not last week talk about, China Juggernaut. So I did a collaboration with the lovely Horsing Around in the UK, and they're amazing. Horsingaround.com. I'll make it even bigger. There you go. They have all sorts of resins. They're out of the UK. They have tack, props, China horses, medallions, all sorts of stuff, customs. And so they asked if they could use Juggernaut and make him into a lovely Fine Bone China Clinky. And they're awesome at what they do. Their colors that they offer for all of their chinas are amazing. So this was one of the demo ones that they did for, let's see if there's actually more images. So there's more images of this particular one. So this is their Bay Tobiano. And with this run, because he's a kiln hog and a pain in the butt to try and make in general, look at his pose. I didn't even think they could do him in China, so it's pretty cool. Because they did that, all of the colors were custom. And he did sell out within a few hours, the whole edition. There's not going to be any more. This is all that there is. So if you missed out on him, I'm sorry. Hopefully you can find one secondhand. But they're all going to be custom colors. I've heard of people that are ordering brindle for their color. We have some Appaloosas. There's roan. There's all sorts of stuff coming in, which is really, really cool. So he was all custom colors, which is really neat because they don't offer that too often. Normally they would do, this is the original finish color. You could order him for a lower price, and then for an extra fee, you can do a really cool custom color, and they only offer so many of those. But this one was all custom. It is a weight of 24 to 48 months. So he is taking a long time because he is so big. They can only fit, I think, 1 or 2 in a kiln at a time because he's just so crazy, and they have to have things to hold him up, and it's a whole deal. So he's really, really cool. It gives people time to pay him off, which is kind of fun. But they have all sorts of things. So they did a Burl's Tamerlano and a whole bunch of different colors. So this is normally what they would do is a original finish selection. I'll move that down so you can actually see him. So this gives you an idea of some of the cool colors they do. And then I get to pick 2 for my own collection or to sell or whatever I decide to do with them. I'm intending to sell one. I don't know how this is going to go because I'm going to want to keep them all at this rate. But I did get one in the mail already. So they did and I fell in love. They had a Babette that they did in Bay Roan with no corn spotting, and it was pretty fantastic. So this is fully China, Fine Bone China. The base tells you where it comes from. So the horse gallery, horsing around. It's a hollow base. He's very, very breakable, but I picked Bay Roan because I fell in love with that Babette, and they did a Valentin, I believe. Check out his face. And he's so shiny, it's hard to even get that across. And he's terrifying because he's China, but I will get used to it, I guess. The camera's like, no. But all the subtle colors in his coat, he is full gloss. They did even keep, there wasn't very many alterations to him to get him cast, which is crazy to me because I know how hard it is to cast things into China. They can't, like a briar mold, they can't actually have undercuts. So everything has to be a different piece of a mold to make it. So they even kept his little twinge of his tail. He's got all of his little feet details. And he's pretty freaking cool. So I couldn't resist the Bay Roan. I haven't 100% picked the color for the next one because they do so many good custom colors that you just can't. But yeah, that is him. And for comparison's sake, this is my Boydston Juggy. You can see, so they shrink about 11%. So there is definitely a sizing difference, and this is them side by side. I'm not even really, so you can see how much bigger the normal resin is, but I thought he'd shrink a little bit more. It's really, really neat to see him be so tiny. And then actually I have to go right up close. There's their faces side by side. So it doesn't make him classic, but it makes him small traditional for sure. And for all of you having a heart attack because I'm holding a china with one hand, it's okay. I was having a heart attack too with you. But super, super cool. I didn't think that they could make him just because of how he is. He is a little bit more upright just to kind of stabilize him a little bit better. Because leaning, that made everybody nervous. So I'm just over the moon. So if you got one, congratulations. I'm so excited to see what color everybody picks. And if you didn't, that's a thing that exists, and hopefully this is the start of a long relationship with horsing around. So if you're a China collector, I've been trying so hard over the years to try and get something to you guys, and I'm just thrilled that this has been able to happen. So yay! And thank you to Mac, and also to Ness from Lovely Horsing Around. You guys are amazing. So yeah, super, super cool. Jesus, take the wheel indeed. Just lead me wherever you go. Because your path better than my path, baby. It's pretty amazing. I'm definitely thrilled. So, yep, we needed a Juggy. I don't like heads or tails that won't be wrapped separately with bubble wrap. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Paper might work. Some of that, we'll see. It'll be interesting. They're trying really hard to be eco-friendly. So on that note, I can show you a previous peek that I peeked for you guys last time. Let's see. So I've shown you this one. So it was an in-progress booty that is now sitting on my face. Ooh, stinky. So that's one preview I've showed you guys. I can't show you the other ones. What's that? Oh my god! Okay. Ready? Ready? Ta-da! So this might give away the breed. If you guys can tell. It'd be interesting to see if you can guess. This is the performance horse that I've been working on that should be good for Western, English driving, kind of whatever you want. It's going to be, I've been working with 2 different tack makers to make sure that it is performance friendly as it can possibly be. It is going to be a little bit further along than the draft unicorn that I'm working on in the Venti scale, and I'm going to try and keep the pricing because it doesn't have a base and it's a lot more simple to cast. I'm going to try and keep the pricing as reasonable as I can for you guys, and so it should be less than Biter, which is always a bonus when you can save a little bit of money. And I know the economy is really challenging right now, so as much as possible, we're going to try and keep that down. Our resin prices have gone up quite a bit, same as silicone, but we're going to do it for you somehow. So yeah, that's a thing that I'm gonna move it over there and then I can sit properly. I don't know why I didn't put it over there to begin with. So I'm really excited. I'm really loving how he's turning out. He's a little bit further along than that right now. For the main, I'm debating on how I offer that. If I do, I'm going to do an initial release, I think, at least in a short mane, because that's the most versatile version, with a banged tail, most likely. That's kind of what I'm aiming for right now. And then there might be possibilities of other variations for hair. I'm going to do a poll, I think. So I'll have to let the cat out of the bag to the general population, because you guys are extra special and get the peaks. And see what that looks like. Butthole. Sorry, I can't look at chat. Oh my god. So I'll see what that looks like. And then maybe poll everybody and see if you guys want a long mane, because I really want to do a long mane on it. But there are other possibilities for how things go. I know, my husband demanded that it be simple to cast because he's going to try and cast in between work stuff. And what we're going to do is switch up how we're doing it. Like I've mentioned before, it's not going to be done the way we did Biter. It's not going to be an open edition. It'll have to be limited in some capacity. And it will be done as we're casting it versus this long wait. It makes me really uncomfortable to have people waiting a long time. With Biter, we tried something different because I didn't think it was going to be such a big edition. I thought she was going to be way too niche, but that's not even how that worked. So yeah. Anyway, so this one's probably going to be a little bit more limited, and I might do 1 or 2 molds. works. I might have to do at least 2 molds with it. We'll see. We don't want to get too crazy. There's a possibility that we could just keep offering it as like we cast and then see where we get to. I haven't 100% decided, but in some capacity it's going to have to be limited. It'll probably be around 2 molds. There might be a potential for a 3rd mold with a different mane tail style. We'll see. I really want it to be performance friendly and kind of geared to that, and we'll see how it goes. So if you guys have thoughts on that, let me know. I will, if you haven't figured out the breed, I'm not going to tell you just yet. But should be fun, should be really nice. I'm really looking forward to it. There's a lot of potential with this, because I've been working with these performance tack makers. It's should be really neat. I'm really excited to see it in a driving setup. I'm really excited to see it in Western and English. I'm going for a nice, sweet, collected, happy performance pony. That should be able to do as many things as possible and is meant to fit kind of the Rio Rondo style tack. So any standard tack that fits on your standard-ish should fit on him. That's kind of the goal, is to keep it flexible, which is really nice. It'll allow people who have existing tack to use it on an OF horse and then pop it onto their resin horse without a whole bunch of crazy adjustments being needed. So fingers crossed that all works. Nazgul would be amazing. I actually did a Nazgul horse ages ago. It was on an HA Napoleon, and I did a whole bunch of the customization, and then I believe Shauna McDaniel did a little bit more and then painted it. I did a whole bunch of customizing work that she either tweaked or painted and sold, a lot without my name associated with it, unfortunately. So anyway, that's a whole nother kettle of fish. But I did do a Nazgul at one point, which was kind of fun. It's hard with variations because I want to do, like, there's a whole bunch of options. You could do braided, you could do banged, you could do long mane, short mane, and it's crazy. So, anyway, that's, I get carried away, so I have to have somebody rein me in a little bit. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, anyways, now that I've shown you the peak, I'm excited. Hopefully you guys are too. Hopefully you're excited for the Draft Unicorn too. I can't pick my favorite. They're both fun. It's fun to do fantasy and kind of go out of my box and play with things a little bit. And it's fun to do something that's really controlled. So I enjoy boundaries too. So it's nice to have those boundaries and play with them. Okay, this is tack friendly, but how do I do that and not do it too crazy, right? So it's like, oh, I can do fun mane and have it be like the tail on this thing. Chef's kiss. I love it. But I can't show you yet. That has to be saved. There has to be peaks for later. Has to be done. Ellen's like, long mane, all the hair. Maybe. For versatility, at least in English and driving and stuff, it probably needs a short mane option. We'll see. Maybe it'll be one mold of short mane, one mold of long mane, and then one mold of braided? I don't know. We'll find out. We'll see how that goes. Rein me in, pun intended. Fun is always intended. Marcia, you should know me by now. So yeah, I guess on that note, I can let you guys go off into the wilderness because we've been hanging out for almost half an hour by now. And I will see you guys next week. To do a quick Biter update, Biter is on Opossum, and I'm confirming addresses. So if you're in Opossum and you haven't gotten an email yet to confirm your address, don't stress. It's all good. Take a big breath. Woosa. They're gonna go out a little slow because we're getting everything ready for the Medallion Club, and I have a whole bunch of deadlines that I'm dealing with because things have to be pre-ordered for Ponyfest and other things, and it's nuts. This is my life. Hopefully one day I can take a vacation. Not this day. And Briarfest doesn't count as a vacation if I go, which may be next year, because it's kind of work. So yeah, so we're on Opossum. You'll be getting... I will not ship anything before I confirm the address. So don't stress. If you haven't gotten an email, don't panic. If you wanted to change an address and you are freaking out, don't freak out. It's okay. Scuttles, everybody that is a paid in full order should be shipping this week, or latest next week. They have a crap ton of Whirlwinds, which is the mini Venti Stormwatch to cast. So it's gonna take a little bit. We're getting like 5 scuttles out every week, which is awesome. Faster than I could probably do them myself. Katie's getting custom made shirts this year for Briarfest. That's awesome. Custom shirts are so fun. I have a Cricut and it eyeballs me with ideas all the time. But it's fun to order through Canva or TeePublic, which is my shirt shop on the website. Or yeah, t-shirts are fun. I like custom t-shirts. Who wears normal t-shirts? I don't even know anymore. Is that with great power comes great responsibility, Spider-Man black or shirt? Da, 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 da. That's my poster. My shirt is actually one of my TeePublic ones. As I back up. The baseball tees are really, really comfy. And it has Crash on it. That's Crash. Anyway, what is even normal? I don't even know. Going through custom ink. Oh, that sounds lovely. Hi, Tommy. How's it going? I showed peaks. I'll show Tommy a peak before we go. So, da-da-da-da. Performance Pony Peak. If you missed it, here it is. And if you missed the beginning of the stream, you can go back and rewatch. It is saved on YouTube and Facebook. I definitely appreciate likes and subscribes on YouTube if you are there, and hopefully I will get to doing all the tutorials that I want to do to put up there, which will make the content way more interesting, but we're not there yet, so I have to get through some stuff before we get there, like biters. I've got a box of biters in various stages of being cleaned. They're everywhere. They're like surrounding me. It's crazy. So I will let you guys go on your adventures for your Sunday. I greatly appreciate you hanging out with me and enjoying the peaks and giving feedback. And I will be in touch soon with information on the scuttles that will be coming out and available for release now that we've done all the pre-orders. And then I'll see what I have to touch base with the Alps and see what the molds can do. And then we might have to limit him to what the molds are able to do. But I need to touch base with them before I give you guys final information, which is why I don't have it here. And then we will go and go forth on our adventures. Remember, we have an amazing hobby with amazing people, and we can create whatever magical space we're looking for. If you are worried about the drama or stressed about stuff or hyper-focused on people you don't like, you're feeding into that energy and creating more of that. So focus on the good stuff, create more of that good stuff. It's gonna sound corny, but be the change you want to see, because that is totally a thing and it totally works. It's karma. That's how it works. So if you want more of something in the hobby, go do it. Go inspire it. Go feed that. Don't feed the trolls. Don't feed them. One day they're just gonna get so skinny they just wither away and drift into the breeze, or they'll run away somewhere where somebody else is feeding them, and then they can have the trolls, because pet trolls. We don't need those. We have better pets. All right. Well, Marcia said it best. Have a beautiful week. I will see you guys coming next Sunday, and hopefully more peaks for then. Maybe of the drafty unicorn. We'll see how that goes. All right.